What is up, people? I'm actually pretty excited about today's interview, but just a quick disclaimer, I actually forgot to use my external microphone during my interview with him, so the audio file turned out pretty horrible. I've been working day and night to try and save the audio file, equalizing, normalizing, removing the background noise, all that kind of shenanigans. But it still turned out pretty horrible. And I'm really sorry about that, but not to worry, I've actually subtitled the entire YouTube video for you guys. So if you can't make out what we are saying, then you can turn on YouTube captions somewhere down below over here. Anyway, moving on, I'll be bringing you guys to visit a small home breeder right here in Singapore. And even though he doesn't have many tanks, or he doesn't breed many types of shrimp, but the specific type of shrimp that he focuses on is known to be one of the most expensive shrimp on the market right now. It is also known to be very difficult to breed and very rare. In fact, I have this shrimp tattooed right here on my arm, and it's called the Black Fancy Tiger. So he's a Black Fancy Tiger breeder. He'll be sharing with us some tips and tricks on how to breed Black Fancy Tigers successfully. I can't wait to meet him, and I hope that you guys learn something from what he has to share. So let's go! Hi guys, so we are here together with Benny, a Singaporean shrimp breeder. So we'll get Benny to just show you around his shrimp room, and we'll let you guys see what kind of shrimp and what types of shrimp he'll be keeping. Okay? Tell us about how many tanks do you have?
So in total, I actually have 13 tanks, 13 shrimp tanks. I have 3 other color tanks located elsewhere.
Okay.
And it's really an honor, and it's very interesting to have a friend who actually come over here to take a look at my tanks. I actually wanted to share a lot about streams. And so I have, you can see that these are actually 2 food tanks. These are 100 liters tank, and then I have 40 liter tanks as well.
Smaller ones. Okay.
So my structure of the tanks and the movement of the tanks is actually I actually kept a pot over here. Keep a pot over here.
Wow, very organized.
It actually shows what kind of streams that I have for the tank.
Is it a secret information or?
It's no secret information.
Not secret information. Okay.
So I just wanted to keep track of this at least at the stream room, and then I will put it through into my Excel sheet where I actually track all my streams and how where they are placed. So one of the reasons for placing all these streams in this manner is the breeding process.
Okay.
So a good breeding process is that you have at least 3 tanks. So if you have 3 tanks, then you have, like for example, you have 1 main breeding tank, and then once you have the main breeding tank spread out on the streamlets, you actually take them out to the second tank, which is the growing out tank.
Okay.
And then from the growing out tank, you actually select the best and put it into the third tank. You can actually put it into the third tank.
Okay, so can you tell us more about this tank?
So this is a Black Fancy Tiger main breeding tank. So I have most of the females in here. And one of the reasons I have a ratio of 2 males to 20 females, I think that really helps to bring up the process in terms of breeding them. Because Black Fancy Tiger, as I mentioned, is one of the more difficult streams that I've kept.
Okay.
So it takes a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of dedication and determination to actually stay the course. Okay. So I think a lot of people give up too soon to that. Back then, 2-3 years. And I still want to say that I'm very successful in this, as I also continue to learn what else can I improve so that I can actually help streams that we do better. To Black Fancy Tiger, I actually have a lot of conversations with not only just local, Singaporean breeders, but I also talk a lot to Taiwanese breeders, the German breeders, and the US breeders as well. So they also have this conception about black Pacific, but they understand that it is really difficult. I think one of the main reasons is because of the line breeding process, making it nicer, making it more colorful. It has very nice stripes across the body and then very nice face pattern. I think that is one of the reasons why as it gets bred more and more line bred down the line, it gets more and more difficult.
But I think one thing also is that black fancy tiger, they have a reputation for being one of the most expensive shrimp in the hobby.
Yeah.
So do you mind sharing with us a ballpark figure of how much you've actually put into this, or you?
Sure. I think from a pricing perspective, I think it's rather open, especially if you're getting it from Taiwan. It's an open book. So everybody has the prices published on Facebook and in their own website. So, for example, a grade 1 black fancy tiger pair easily costs up to 4,000 or 5,000 Singapore dollars. That's where I think the barrier of entry is keeping a lot of breeders go into this but not to forget that there is also a lot of ways to actually start from scratch, meaning that you can actually get something like a grade 3 or even some gene black fancy tiger to actually start off with the genes that you need. So with the black fancy tiger, you can pair it with the black ninja, actually helps out a lot of these black areas, and then start to work on the patterns on the body and on the face as well. I think there is a lot of eagerness of people trying to breed a black fancy tiger, and they want results within the first 6 months or first year. But that's not going to happen, especially for the black fancy tiger, because it is a line bred and a selective bred shrimp. So a lot of times it throws out a lot of different pattern. It is not very stable, especially up to now. It's still not very stable due to. So from a shrimp keeping standpoint, this color black has always been very difficult, regardless if it is black fancy tiger or is it pure black line. These are actually more difficult as genetically make up the colors are more difficult. So coming back to the black fancy tiger, we actually can see that there's some lines that looks like a pure black line. These are actually the 4 lines. This 4 line actually will start. This 4 line will actually start giving out more streamlets, and I wanted to enhance the black and the white. So the 4 line actually is the starting of the black ninja. So you can actually take the 4 line and slowly breed them, then selectively breed them out to become black ninja. So that's the starting point of the black ninja. So once you get a black ninja, they actually breed quite true. All or most of their the streamers are stable, and they always give out darker streams. You can see some of the black ninja, they actually have this 1 line. The 1 line, they call it the 1 line black ninja. In Taiwan, they call it that way. That's to differentiate between the types of black ninja. And black ninja, this name is actually coined by Walker himself. So that is his own trademark. And this black ninja is really a very good stream. Make the black fancy tiger much darker. So coming to this black fancy tiger, we actually like to have a ratio of 50-50 between the black piece and the white piece. I mean the black and the white colors. So because the name says it's black fancy tiger, so at least the string should be black. Right? So I think the more common misconception is that black fancy tiger is white, and of course some individuals, whether they like the black fancy tiger having more black or black a bit more wide. And one of the things that I have a lot of passion about is really about sharing information. So one of the key things in this hobby is that there's a lot of information around in the market, in the World Wide Web. You can Google all sorts of information. There's a lot of good forum places where you can get information. But there are also a lot of conflicting and also information that actually, I think the main motive is to drive financial benefits. So that's one of the things that when I first stepped into this hobby, I've been keeping aquarium, garden tanks, and breeding artistos and fishes for the past 15 years. And in this venture into streams, one of the things that actually intrigued me is it is actually fairly easy to keep. And due to my job that requires me to travel a lot, I know we understand that now with this COVID situation we are not able to travel. But at that point of time when I started off this hobby, I really wanted something that's easy to keep. So I think a lot of hobbies out there who want something that is easy and something that do not require a lot of time. I think stream keeping is really one of the things that you can really consider about.